What if you're really, really, really shy and awkward and you come off cold?
Then you're like most of us. It's a practice. It's a thing about practice. And when I do speed dating, I get this a lot from guys who come up and go, I'm really shy. It's hard for me to speak or to go speak to people. And I say, make it part of your day. When you go to the bank, talk to the teller. Ask the teller, how's your day? When you go to, when you go to McDonald's, when you go to a restaurant, when you go to, wherever in the heck it is, that's only 3 places I go. But when you go places, talk to the cashiers, talk to strangers, and really practice that. Okay, so no one's going to bite my head off if I do this, because it's not something that can be easily solved, and there's no trick to it other than just doing it. It's like jumping out of a plane. Until you do it, but until you do it. And the thing too with that is with those sorts of safe situations, you're always more than likely don't do it at the DMV. But if other especially customer service things, you're going to get a positive response. They're going to engage you and talk back for some small talk. And the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And that's really the only way.
One of the genius things, though, I think, is the way that Kelley runs her speed dating is you have the speed dating, but it's never really about finding someone there and hooking up. You run them in the attitude of this is just your practice. This is your training montage. You're going to the gym, getting used to talking to a bunch of different people, breaking that ice, being comfortable with being face-to-face with someone. You may find someone there. Chances are you won't, but it's important that you get in that practice so that you build that confidence in yourself.
It's true.
Can I add something too?
Yes.
Because I'm generally cold and horrible to people. By example, to our good friend up here. So I had friends, and they said, Geneva, we were scared of you the first 2 weeks of freshman year. You were scary, but now we like you. And then I asked him, tell me what I did. Give me all the details. And I try to work on it by talking to customer service people. So I feel you. I feel I'm a cold bitch. Ooh, I cuss.
Ooh. All right. What we got?
So I was wondering, what steps can older fans take to meet someone who's age appropriate?
Also a problem at this convention, because everyone
Especially
looks
at this
amazing,
convention.
but there's such a younger set here. It's like you got to be looking for the bands. You really do. And one of the things that I think is good at other conventions, I don't know if they do it here, but sometimes they're age appropriate things. It's like, Dragon Con for 30 and up. Those sorts of things where you going into it that everyone there should be around in the same sort of age range. I mean, I'm 35, and I know it's an issue for me because I see guys and I still feel like I'm 19, and I'm like, oh, that guy's cute. And they're like, yeah, and his mom just dropped him off. And it's like, oh, okay. ... Then he's still cute, but no, I won't talk to him. So it's difficult. I mean, you just really have to be cognizant of it, and cognizant of the fact that people look younger now than they used to, and so I would seek out specific events that would appeal to an older age group and try to sort of focus efforts there, and if not, just look for the armband, and if there's no armband.
Yeah, the only other thing that's kind of smooth and casual is instead of asking him to go get a sandwich, go, hey, once I'm done with this panel here, I'm going to go over to the bar over the Marriott and grab a drink. You want to come with? And if they say, I can't go there, that's your sign.
Right, you're like, hey, I'm going to go rent a car later. You want to come out?
Exactly.
I don't know about you, but I really like to vote.
Yeah, voting.
Voting is awesome.
Voting's cool.
I'll meet you at the polls.
I don't really have a question. It's more of just a general comment on the whole what not to do when meeting people.
Okay, good.
If someone's dressed as a Pokemon, I don't suggest throwing a Pokeball at them.
Yes.
No.
That's just rude.
No, that's not going to...
Yeah, respecting personal space does also include projectiles.
That doesn't even work. That doesn't even work in the game. You don't just throw a Pokeball and it works. It never works.
Have a Master Ball.
Do not beat up Pokemon cosplayers either. Just saying. But
I know, we need them.
Figure I got time for 2 more.
So if plan A is to be confident and break the ice, would plan B trying to make yourself look available, or would that just give me the wrong kind of crowd or creepers?
Yeah, that's a difficult line.
It's well, in the same sort of vein, and as especially as women who are looking for the attentions of men, I think we need to sort of do our role. In the same way that guys have to ask 100 people out, or they should keep trying, women have to be expected to be asked out. So if we make ourselves look available, we're going to get the creepers. And I think that it's not a bad plan B. It's just get ready, and it's just it goes along with it. And having a good defense of, it's like we're fighting a war. It's like but having a good out to be like, hey, I mean, do the old line of my boyfriend, would hate if I did that, or do the thing about, hey, so I'm really not interested, but thanks. Be nice and be to the point, and basically say no if someone's giving you a creeper vibe, and then turn a quarter turn away and hope they get the hint. And sometimes they won't, and that's just something that you kind of have to deal with.
So it's like the same numbers game where a guy may ask out 100 women and he'll get 1 out of 100 to say yes. Ladies, you're going to say no to 99 dudes before you find someone who is probably worth getting that sandwich.
What's up?
And in general,
like Kelley said, just be prepared to hurt a lot of people's feelings and be okay with that.
Well, be nice about it.
Yeah.
Don't be a jerk.
It's
but
going
be
to
nice.
happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what about
Where did this go? Okay.
having to reject someone?
How do you say no?
Yeah, like how do you say no to someone? Like what if everything's going great and then you find out like they're not the one for you? Like how do you go about actually, rejecting them?
It's the worst. Don't text them. You have to. As I say that as someone who's texted somebody, you have to just have the hard talk and be honest and go, hey, you're a great person, and there've been fun times. This isn't it for me. This isn't going to be for forever, and just and just be honest and open and get it all out there, because it's going to hurt either way. It's going to hurt if you just never call them again. It's going to hurt if you text them. It's over. It hurts less if it's face to face, because then they can see that it also is painful and awkward for you. And you just have to do it and just get it over with as soon as possible.
It reminds me of that bit from How I Met Your Mother, where you have to be finite about it. Don't keep someone on the hook because you're trying to spare their feelings. If you're going to say, look, we can't see each other, don't say, we just can't see each other right now.
Yeah, don't say
it's
right
not
now.
right. It's not right. Things are not cool, because that gives them a little too much hope. If you know for sure that it ain't going to work, go, look, I'm sorry, this ain't going to work out, and let it be finite so that there's no questionable terms.
Right, and as soon as possible, because I've gone through those, like, it's like, oh, but it's 2 days from Christmas, I can't possibly break up with them now, so you have a miserable Christmas, you have to spend money, they have to spend money on you, and you get done with Christmas, and you still have to give them bad news, and just ASAP and up front.
it'll be better for both of you.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we are about to wrap up this panel.
I promised one person.
One more?
Okay, well, all right.
They aren't kicking us out yet. Go for it.
Go for it.
Well, comment with feedback on what she had said, question previous also about with guys. I sometimes get the impression also that it's okay for girls to just go ahead and ask a guy. Guys also would like to know, hey, someone likes me.
Please.
So
Oh, no,
that is
absolutely.
okay
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
We are
that's
21st
a good-
century. We can do that.
Yes, sir. It's 2013, ladies. Go up to them and introduce yourself.
All right. Well, on that, I think we are going to wrap things up.
Yes.
If you would like to find more of our podcast, you can find more of my works. We have the Method to Madness podcast, which is our anime podcast, but we also have other stuff there at alphacounter.com. What you got, Kelley?
Check out Mating Habits at themoderngeek.com. Dang it.
Yeah, and if you have any questions you didn't want
Thanks
to
for
ask
coming,
in front of a
everybody!
judge,
I
find us.
want to do one.
We'll be around.
I'm going to do a proposal for one next year. You're right. And definitely do an aged one, where the ages match up. Hey!
Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., thank you. We'll keep this in
Is that a
mind.
real dog biscuit? Okay.
Yes. I know you'll find me. Thank you very much.